where it's getting pretty close.
Yeah.
You got to start showing something. Oh, my DirecTV just went to a commercial.
Kicked it off. Yeah, they went to the local commercial. Let me see if I can grab the pick. If I will, I'll announce it. They do select a receiver. It's a big receiver, but it's Austin Pettis out of Boise State.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Pettis fan. I think he's a red zone threat. A guy you can throw the ball up to. I don't know if I really like that pick, Scott.
I don't either. I've never been a huge Austin Pettis fan.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I didn't see it. At Senior Bowl, he had some nice plays, but I never saw huge separation from him. And I think he has good hands, but he's definitely not going to beat anyone. He's not a vertical threat. You can throw it up to him in the end zone. Yay.
My issue with this pick, and I think it's a bit of a reach, but specifically for St. Louis, is what's his upside?
Yeah.
You know, that's my issue. I mean, they need to get somebody with #1 potential at least. And I don't think Pettis has that.
Yeah, I don't think Pettis has that either. So Redskins on the clock at the 79.
They need a receiver.
They need a receiver.
They need Ricky Stanzi.
They really need Ricky Stanzi, let's be honest. I think they need to get Ricky Stanzi. If Ghetto Sermon's right in the chat room, and they actually do take Tyrod Taylor, I'll laugh.
And, you know, Ricky Stanzi going to the nation's capital, this great nation that he loves so much, going to the capital to play. I'm sure he would appreciate that.
Sam Sahori. They have, okay. Yeah, you know, I don't know. So wide receiver, quarterback, I definitely think, you know, they've picked up a lot of picks late in this draft, but they have Kerrigan, Jarvis Jenkins so far. So I think it's got to be, I think offensive line also could be a possibility. They got to do something about the right side of that offensive line.
I'm going to say Stanzi.
Stanzi, yeah. I think Stanzi should be the pick, but yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Some people are saying Pettis will play in the slot for St. Louis. What? I don't know. I don't see how I don't really understand the pick. Yes. Sam Acho fall to San Diego. Sam Acho could be interesting in San Diego. I hope Sam Acho goes in this round. I just really was impressed with him, his personality, and I thought his drills at linebacker weren't all that bad at the combine.
Yeah, and he looked a lot better at linebacker, I thought, than defensive end at the Senior Bowl.
Oh, I agree with that. Hankerson, yes! Scott is done. Woo! I'm going to pee again in celebration.
That's a good pick for Washington, though.
Yeah, I think it's a great pick. You know, #2 wideout. Put him and Anthony Armstrong in there, potential #1. So I'm going to go use the restroom in celebration. And you better print out those lyrics, Scott, and get ready.
Yeah, well, I was already ranking some out today. Yeah, that's a good pick, though, for them. I don't know who did it. It's not going to matter with Rex Grossman throwing him the ball, but... Yeah, I mean, I just don't know what Washington's plan is at quarterback because, as I said, I mean, I don't know how they're going to address it either via trade or free agency. And they don't even have Rex Grossman in the fold, technically. Yeah, I don't know. Mike Shanahan, you know, for a guy who's an offensive mind, I think he's undervaluing his quarterback position. And I've been saying all along that this quarterback's in this draft, it's kind of a game of musical chairs, and somebody's going to be left standing, and it might be the Washington Redskins. And it's not for lack of opportunities. They passed on Ryan Mallett many times. Now they're passing Stanzi.
Yeah, you know, I think that's interesting, and I may say a little bit about Stanzi because I thought he would go in this round. I Grossman to Hankerson could be an interesting duo. So they have to take quarterback at some point. They do.
I mean, now after Stanzi, I like Nathan Enderle. I'm a fan of his, but boy, it's going to drop off pretty big after Stanzi.
Yeah. After Stanzi, I don't think you're getting anyone with any potential to start it at all.
Unless Shanahan, maybe he identified a guy like Tyrod Taylor, so maybe he's got some sleeper in mind that he sees something that nobody else does and feels confident in it. But
yeah.
Oh, we got a trade here.
San Francisco moving back up.
And they might want Johnny Patrick. I'm calling it. I had him going to San Francisco around 2 my mock. They just had him in for a workout recently. They liked him.
Really nice fit. Really nice fit in that defense as well. Johnny Patrick from Louisville, who I wish he wouldn't have gotten hurt at Senior Bowl because I would have liked to see more of him too.
Yep. To me, he's a second-round value. So to get him here, he's my third best player available. Who else could they be looking at potentially? Is Bailey still out there?
Bailey's still out there. That's a possibility. Because they got Alden Smith, they got Colin Kaepernick.
You know, one thing I like watching too with San Francisco now is, you know, we don't really know a lot about Harbaugh. We don't know what he likes, what his tendencies are. So we're going to kind of see, like, now for a guy like Christian Ballard, is he willing to take a risk on a guy like that? So I like seeing. We're getting
I think Harbaugh might.
Chris Culver, big DB.
Wow. Yeah. Well, they got their defensive back and definitely that great speed. I think Culver's a little bit underrated. I'm a little surprised to see him go in the third, but his workout numbers were great.
Yeah. And I tell you what, they got one of the best cornerbacks for next year's draft too, that Gilmore kid at South Carolina there.
Yeah. Well, I think he made Culver look better oftentimes than Culver actually was. But, yeah, he's been a good player. So, I don't know if he's going to be a starter per se. Maybe make that move to safety, a little bit of a tweener for Chris Culver. I think there's some question marks about which position he'll play. I'd actually rather have him at safety, play center field a little bit, can have some big hitting ability.
The Oakland Raiders.
So the Oakland
corner, Johnny Patrick. I had a couple mocks. I had him going, Johnny Patrick going to Oakland. Big, fast, and athletic.
Let me find this trade here.
Or how about this, DeMarcus Van Dyke?
No way.
Right under the wire.
No way.
Right under the wire. I got
oh my God, Al Davis. When are you just going to let go?
Somebody woke up Al.
Oh my God.
Somebody woke up
Stanford
Al.
Route and DeMarcus Van Dyke.
I thought he was going in the 4th round, so it's not too big a reach.
Oakland traded its 2012 second-round pick to New England for the Patriots' 3rd and 4th this year. So New England has 2 firsts and 2 seconds next year.
Say that again?
Oakland traded their 2012 second-round pick for New England's 3rd and 4th this year.
Okay.
So the Patriots have 2 firsts next year and 2 seconds next year, once again.
Why not?
Well, why not, Bill Belichick? Get it done. Oh, my. All right, well, so DeMarcus Van Dyke, where should he have went, Scott?
I thought he had a chance to sneak into the 3rd round. I thought he was going to go 4th. And, you know, I don't think he's that bad. I was pleasantly surprised with him at the Senior Bowl, to be honest.
Yeah, but his tape is horrendous. It's really bad.
Well, you know, Sam Shields' tape was horrendous at Miami, too. You know, and I think there's some bad coaching going on there at Miami. I think they did not develop the talent they had very well. And you were seeing some of these Miami guys get in the NFL and all of a sudden start to blossom. And I think look at Alan Bailey. Alan Bailey should be a better player than he is.
Yeah.
So, the question is, why isn't he? And you look at Sam Shields, another example. I like Van Dyke. Obviously, he's so slight, but he's got long arms, he can leverage, great speed, he's very athletic. So, yeah, I don't hate that pick. I don't think it's... I've seen a lot worse from Al.
I have seen a lot worse from him, but that's still pretty bad.
It's not a Mike Mitchell situation.
I still don't think it's very good. Oy, oy.
I am 2 spots ahead of Chris Culliver in my rankings, so...
Yeah, no. See, I call it safety, so...
What's San Diego going to do now?
Yeah.
It's an adventure at every turn with the Lord or no ranks of this draft.
God knows, man. Jonas Mouton. Maybe they finally go running back here. Might as well just take Noel Devine. Get that over with.
Yeah. What are we thinking here?
Let's see. They got their D-end, DB, and linebacker, right? I think they do need to go offense. Maybe Tandon Doss could be an intriguing pick here.
Jarrell Jernigan. I'm going there.
You're still going with the smaller guy, compliment?
Yep.
Yeah.
And my plan B, I would say James Brewer. I think I had both of them going to the Chargers in my mock. So. Definitely Jernigan though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with one of these big guys. I'm gonna go Tandon Doss, maybe Greg Salas. How about this? I'll go with those two. Duffman's angry with me. Oh, for Tandon Doss? I don't know. So, military's coming back. Yeah, I think, but who knows? Maybe they just keep going defense. Keep building this up. I think running back, too, we've kind of mentioned. There you go. Wes Bunting, shocker of the draft. Raiders take the fastest cornerback.
Well, I mean, what 2 picks could we predict? Them taking Wisniewski and the fastest player, right?
Yeah. Seriously. Give us some points for that, Mock.
Right off the script.
Literally, yeah. That was just the script. They probably just walked in the draft with those 2 names on 2 cards already and just took a vacation. Just a matter of time before Lockett goes to the Raiders. I don't know if Al will go that far. That might be a little much. Maybe Buster Skrine.
Jernigan's going right here.
Pigskin Paul says, because of me, Hankerson fell out of the first round. That I was the problem.
The catalyst for that?
I was the catalyst. I started the talk of dropping balls, fell to the 3rd round.
Chargers take Dwight Dasher.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Christian Baylor, Mason Fawcett.
Here we go. What do you got for us, AJ?
Interested to see Vincent Brown.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad pick. You got Vince Jackson, now Vincent Brown. He doesn't get much separation, but I like him as a potential slot number 4 guy. I think he'll bode well with Floyd and Jackson.
And he ran much better at his pro day than he did at the combine. He only ran, 4.7s at the combine. I think he ran 4.57 at his pro day, which I think is more indicative. He's not 4.7. He's not a blazer by any stretch, but he's not a 4.7 either.
And, he's a guy that does catch everything. I have to give him that. Not much separation, but he catches. His hands are very, very good.
Yep, productive.
So, any players I know obviously the top of your board, are you surprised that guys like Alan Bailey and Christian Ballard, Jarrell Jernigan are falling this far?
Bailey, I'm not shocked. I mean, based on the film and what we saw at the Senior Bowl, he's just not a great football player.
Yeah. Now, Jernigan surprises me a bit. I thought he would be gone by now.
Yeah, I thought maybe late 2. I'm not totally shocked. A little bit, maybe. What do I be shocked? Johnny Patrick surprised me a little bit. Bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm a little surprised Stanzi, too.
You think Stanzi would have been gone by now? It's not like 3rd round. I know the QB run, but...
And just with some of the teams, yeah, like with the run, because he is the last game in town now, so I thought maybe a team like Buffalo or Washington would have pulled the trigger on him.
Yeah. Well, Giants are up right now, and Yeah, I still think bowling would have been